My name come away in you. Was a nan on the legal rep of Renie Heading. The Renie Heading. Na David Winnie about Hearts of Folk and what FIFA said, all of that. And then come on and an update whether the latest about that situation. So, hi David, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Okay. Hope everything is fine this morning.
Yes,
right.
Everything is fine.
So let me quickly find out from you. Has there been any fresh communication from Hearts of Folk to your end? I mean, relative to the settlement of the debt of how much they owe your Mr. Renie Heading. Have you heard from them?
I've heard from the Hearts of Oak financial director, I think a lady called Afua. She texted me, sent me a text to ask if Renie would be open to a settlement whereby the club pays over a period, I think, of a year. But that's as far as it went. It didn't go any further. Renie is not prepared to do that because we asked the club, we asked Hearts of Oak about this over a year ago before we went to FIFA, and at that point the club weren't interested in some kind of settlement. So now that we have a decision from FIFA, the club is suddenly interested in some form of settlement. And also, if we had to agree to this settlement or some form of payment plan, we need to notify FIFA of this. And it would, as far as we're concerned, myself and Renie, it would unravel FIFA's decision. And I think that's what Hearts of Oak are wanting. And the decision wouldn't stand anymore. So Renie is not prepared to go down that road.
Okay. So this is announced. This is what you told the one who called you. And did she come back for any other suggestion, or that was the end of the conversation?
Yeah. There was nothing further. I haven't heard anything further from Hearts of Oak since that.
Okay, so they managed to register a lot of players at the end of the season. Just before the season began. So one would say that they are a bit comfortable now. What is the next line of action? What are you guys going to do now?
Yeah, frankly, as far as I'm concerned and Renie's concerned, Hearts of Oak have been very deceitful in all of this. They knew this was coming, so they registered, I don't know, about many players in order to avoid this transfer ban. This ban is now in place for the next year. They can't sign anyone, national, internationally, for 3 transfer windows. In the meantime, if Hearts of Oak don't pay, we are potentially going to go to Renie's home country, the Netherlands, Holland, and get an order from the court and that contains FIFA's decision, and we'll take this to the courts in Ghana to have them enforce it against Accra. By that I mean that if they don't pay, we'll close the club down. And similarly, if Hearts of Oak don't pay the money after the 3 or within the 3 transfer deadline window, I'll go back to FIFA and ask them to close the club down. That's the next potential step they can take.
I think that's what confuses a lot of people. Is there anything like that in law? The capacity to close down a club because they owe a former technical director. I mean, is that found in the FIFA statutes? Is that legal? Is that lawful?
Sorry, I didn't quite understand what you.
No, I wanted to find out when you say you ask FIFA to close the club down because they owe a former technical director. Would FIFA say they are closing the club down because they've not paid a technical director?
I mean, ultimately, FIFA. There's two strands to this. There's a legal side and there's a regulatory side. FIFA is the governing body of world football, and if any club, any member club of FIFA, which Hearts of Oak are, if any member club of FIFA's organisation do not comply with FIFA's rules and regulations or orders or decisions, FIFA can then say, okay, that's fine, but you cannot play in any of our competitions. Okay. That's supported by FIFA. And the league that Hearts of Oak play in is a league that FIFA recognises. And they can say, you're not playing in it. You're not playing in any league that we support. So that, in effect, means that the club cannot play in any league in Ghana. So it has to close down. It's as simple as that. Or you could relegate the club to the bottom league in Ghana or another league in Ghana.
Okay.
But it's up to Hearts of Oak. They don't need to go down this road. They've deliberately fled Renie, I think.
Okay. So at the moment, you're only expecting a full payment from Hearts of Oak. And how is Renie taking all these? How is he responding? How is he reacting to all these? What is going on? How is he feeling now?
To be honest, he's very, very upset. Renie entered into the contract with Hearts of Oak in good faith. He was prepared to make a life in Ghana. His partner is from Ghana. So he's very upset by all of this, and he feels that he's done absolutely nothing wrong. He did his best when he was at the club. The club didn't tell him that anything was wrong. They didn't say or didn't write to him to say that you've not performed. It's nothing. They just had a meeting with him one day to say, you need to resign and you're leaving. And it was only about 6 or 7 months into a 3-year contract. So Renie is struggling to come to terms with this decision, and the fact that Hearts of Oak, it would appear, have the money to pay him because they've now registered, well, I think 7 or 8, more than me, new players. So they have the money, but they just won't pay Renie Hiddink any money, which is very deceitful.
Okay. Well, David, let's end this one here and hope that probably something good comes from Hearts of Oak to put an end to all this and potential consequences of not paying. Thanks for your time, David.
Yes, thank you. Thanks very much. I hope so. I hope it ends happily for all parties, yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right. So that's the anyway. That's the anyway. Where am I? Another.
Say now what he has of Fonka. Also financial administrator if we a friend saying omonko terms of payment na common spreading from on twe kakra no so there be on ne client ne de say nye bam fu ni nyina o de beto ho a emfa nti free ho no on ten nka biem na obusa na me fa areas ne nya no obusa so no ma go through this process in the ba ye nyina no what say HeartsofOak a register players and cross registration also ade a house for aye ne de eti say obi a ode na asama court na court di asem na omu court no onfa court ne nya hwe no de court ne nim ye dai etwitwi fam na one ne client isa na mo mayo madwun so mu tu ni say omu court Holland hona hending
possible court
Holland hona hending no free no makwa akwaji ruling no ho no mo de abaga na ha de abrega na court say HeartsofOak team no kwa no so mo bibi kwa team ni si begu no si de aban de nsa betu so fantom majapade nyina so o se de
say japade bia po bi ma na ombeko
o na say has secretary wait more than says can no work no wait more than says can na ono de that is the next step say no my imagine some bed omo betiki na omo teki wie susu a say de o maka no ombe ne pepepe no ma make sure say isan say HeartsofOak kan fa ni die ama eye FIFA omo ruling no omo de baya no omo so be make sure say nye sika ni nyina ekwan bi omo so be fa so ama ha so asofa bia no omo be fa so ama HeartsofOak susu etimi asofa nti asem na say kesi wu ma no
na me say busan say na obi do ka o si ye nyini tim mfirim
ai so o say hono ka say o say mra wo ho nti say wo so do obi kan che say de open na say wo ye
na ha sa two players nti so muska
eno ma yo so mo be so be mutua nti o so be fa kwan a ida so mo sa be kan musika ana say de o musi bre no has bebe na de ha boni no hinding pa ne say na kodo nko ha no wo
ni refree ya
Tiana
listen bofu papa no bofu pa na dia mabufu no pa ye mo no kan se ni yere ga nani
na so o mo na ko ma so nya bi akoma ma
ni yere ga nani enti nka obi be dini a
no ka no na nko so no so de nani hwe
se ga nani
se o yi krom vo ti muzi engu no Oza ko no so de nani eto sa
so so fese e de na obi a oba no me yire ga nani
okay
na ga na fo mo na mudi sa e di me
okay
e na ye bonini ya no
all right tino we na fe ye
ni na abasi aba no nyino
kwa no pe manso kwa no we na
Makibel
obefa manso
school Ghana Makibel